So when we left off last night, we had finished Virmire, fought Saren, and he ran away like a bitch. Ashley died in a nuclear explosion, which is good because she was a racist, and I'm glad it was her and not Caden. Um, yeah, that's where we are right now with the game. I really got into it last night, which is good. Um, I'll say in advance, I'm really kind of brain dead right now. It has been an insane day in the middle of an insane week. Um, so if I'm dumber than usual, that's why.
Anything you need, Commander?
Uh, why is there no game audio here?
I wanted to see how you're dealing with Ash's death.
Dealing, ma'am. Sorry for anything I said back there. Adrenaline.
I understand. I don't like losing people either.
I've served for years, but never lost a soldier under my command. Not to hostile action, anyway. If you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Elysium?
I didn't stop and agonize over it while everyone else was in danger. We've got work to do, Alenko. We'll remember her later.
Yeah, we'll remember her and all her racism.
Not now, anyway. Thanks for the advice, ma'am.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
All right. So we've talked to him. Let's go talk to our blue almost girlfriend, who we mind fucked or whatever thing she does, mind meld, and she needed a rest. So obviously she's doing her nerd shit instead of sleeping.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I've been thinking about Saren. I actually feel a little sorry for him now.
He's become a slave to the Reapers, and he can't even see it.
He is trapped inside his own mind. Part of him senses his identity slowly being swallowed up by Sovereign, but he is powerless to stop it. I wonder how he first fell into Sovereign's trap. Did he think he could somehow stop the Reapers from returning? Or was he simply driven by a lust for power and glory?
Saren's reasons may have been, they're long gone now. He has to be stopped.
Yes, I suppose you're right. He may be Sovereign's victim, but he is also a threat to all life as we know it. Let's not spend every free minute talking about Saren. It is bad enough we are chasing him across the galaxy.
All right. Well,
I should go.
We can't talk about us
Goodbye,
fucking
Shepard.
because you're flustered and you're spilling spaghetti out of your pockets. Right. Should probably check in with Rex, considering we talked him into getting rid of the cure for genophage.
Commander, things got heated back on Virmire. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
We'll have him soon enough. Then he can answer for his crimes.
He'll do more than just answer if I have anything to say about it.
Right.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Oh, did we? I hope, there goes Ashley's shit, obviously. Yes. Ashley, I don't know if she took her gear with her.
How are you?
Considering I never really played with her, she probably had low-level shit, so.
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
All right, so. Oh, where's what's her face? Tali. Tali?
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
You'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sounds like the pilgrimage isn't just about finding resources for the fleet. Maybe it's about teaching you to appreciate your people and culture.
You're probably right. We Quarians spend our whole lives traveling, but really we never leave home. The pilgrimage has given me a whole new perspective on our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
Oh, is it kind of like Rumspringa for the Amish, where they can go out and fuck and drink and do whatever? Make a decision about whether or not they want to go back to being Amish?
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Let's just think about how I'm going to end conversations. I should go. I'll sign off on my Zoom meetings for the next of work. I should go.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udino wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
I knew they'd come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so hopefully we'll be able to leave after this and go to other planets. I was gonna work on some side missions and stuff. Lightspeed, how's it going?
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
How many ships are you sending to attack Ilos?
Ilos is only accessible through the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
Sovereign's the real threat. Saren's just a servant of the Reapers.
Only you have seen the Reapers, and then only in visions. We won't invade the Terminus systems because of a dream.
Well, I'm not gonna call them fools. I'll be somewhat
One ship
respectful.
going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
Oh, did you get wrecked
You
in
detonated a nuclear
Knockout
device
City?
on Virmire. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
I do have a Switch, except one, my Nintendo Online just ran out, and two, I'm not sure I'm going to be buying any games anytime soon, just because I'm like dumping so much money for the house right now. Like, I just paid off, put down the deposit into the escrow account, which was like $5,000. So, yeah, I don't use my Switch all that much, unfortunately. I used it for Animal Crossing and Zelda and Ring Fit. But I've mostly been using the Xbox lately.
If
Oh, you got
Saren
destroyed in
finds the
Mario Kart?
conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
All right, Caden.
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
We'll use it for like a night and then not for a month or more each time. Honestly, I'm a little scared to go back to my Animal Crossing island because I'm sure it's devolved into like some kind of blood orgy, Lord of the Flies type situation.
Are you
Chris,
insane?
how's it
After
going?
Everything I have done, you still don't believe me.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Chris, am I going to be able to leave the Citadel to go to other planets at this point? Or am I fucked?
Commander. Shepard, I cannot believe they did this to you. I am so sorry.
It's not your fault.
It's not right. You did everything they asked and more. Nobody else could have done what you did. The Council owes you everything, everything. Instead, they strip you of your command and ground the Normandy.
I don't care if they ground me, but they refuse to go after Saren. If they don't stop him from finding the conduit, we're all dead.
Perhaps we could appeal and get them to reverse their decision.
I pushed them as hard as I could. They they wouldn't budge.
So you're going to walk away? You will just give up and doom the entire galaxy to extinction?
We're out of the game for now, but I'll find a way back in.
I believe in you, Shepard. I am with you every step of the way.
Can we maybe take the step to the bedroom, or? Oh.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander.
Fuck
Got a
you,
message from Captain
Joker.
Anderson.
Fuck you.
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
Goddamn
You
Seth
should
Green
probably
with
go
a
meet with him.
cock blocking us. Alright, well, we can't kick Ashley because her racist ass is dead. Let's go. I mean, that's better than nothing. Okay, I can still do other stuff.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Because there's some stuff like exploring the other planets that I still need to do before I get to the end game. What I was hoping to do today. Level. Oh, she's got lots of points to level up here. Okay. You were a wee lad when you played this and got to the sex scene and turned off the TV. One family seen it. Alright, you want to talk about fucking awkward gaming moments? So, at my last apartment, and my mom was coming over for dinner, and I was just like killing time waiting for her by playing Heavy Rain, and she got in just as I got to the sex scene in Heavy Rain, and that was really fucking awkward. Not as awkward as seeing the first Borat movie with my grandpa on Thanksgiving, but still pretty awkward. Or seeing Watchmen with my grandpa and the sex scene in the airship set to Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. That was also equally pretty fucking weird. Alright, Captain Anderson. So we still got a lot of assignments to do. Alright, let's save. Imagine seeing Borat 2 with family. I think Borat 1 was worse than Borat 2 in terms of graphic content.
Reporter Kalisa Al-Jalani recently attempted to land an interview with Commander Shepard, the first human Spectre. Commander Shepard answered difficult questions, demonstrating that under that military uniform is a keen diplomatic mind. We'll have exclusive footage later today.
I'm trying to remember if... Was Eternal... Eternal with us when we watched Borat 2? Yeah, I was told you could grind stuff up. Could have like using the singularities over and over on the this is how you get the achievement to pop. And same with some of the tech stuff as well. Do you not have a hacking thing?
Jammers online.
All right. We have to go to Flux, but there's other stuff we gotta go to and do first. What are you guys playing today? Can I? Nope, it still hasn't reloaded. Oh, hers has. All right. So I guess that's the easy way to cheese those achievements, from what I've read. Oh. We not? I thought we were supposed to go and talk with her. Let's see. Her.
Excuse me, you're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
Oh, so you're a racist.
That is not unreasonable, but some of the things these people are saying sound a bit bigoted.
Yeah, no shit.
Excuse me, I don't believe human politics are any of your business.
What the Alliance does affects everyone around it.
We live in this galaxy, Mr. Saraceno. We can't pretend that what we do affects no one else.
No, of course not. My apologies. I only meant to point out that other species have no right to interfere in Alliance politics.
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shan-Shi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
A threat? Guy want to catch some hands?
Throw the appeasers out.
All right. And now, right, we need to go to Flux, and on the way to Flux, we're gonna run into somebody apparently. Do I have stasis? No, I don't think I have that as part of my one of my biotic powers.
Countermeasure deployed.
Right.
Pardon me, soldier. Could I take a moment of your time?
It depends. Are you also
Soldier,
a shitty
I've got
racist?
A major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
What kind of situation are we talking about?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
You guys seem like a fucking crackhead.
Don't try to sell me on this. Just tell me what you want.
I need you to buy a mental stimulant for me. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
Uh-huh.
What exactly is this stimulant?
Oh, I don't know the medical terms, but it increases mental capacity, short-term recall, that sort of thing. It helps me stay focused, and it keeps me sharp. Nothing gets by me when I'm on it.
If you know the monthly limits, why'd you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Solarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Why is this deal so important?
The Solarians want to set up long-term trade agreements. There are billions of credits at stake. If I don't get the drug, my assistant will take over and mess up the whole deal. It would be a disaster.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend.
All right, we heard it first time.
Respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
Don't tell me how a game is played. That's backseating. I'll ban you.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what. This will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand! Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
All right. Let's make a save. Let's also clean up some of this shit here. You know, all this info from, hours and hours back at this point. Like to have some kind of, backup, but I think we're good there. All right. We need to find Anderson. Oh, where's Anderson? There he is. All right, I want to hear Keith David's voice.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission, just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
There's gotta be a better way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He will not just stand by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The Ambassador will not forgive this, Captain. You will be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
I mean, keep fucking David. So, I mean, I trust whatever decision he makes.
It's your call, Captain.
I'll break into the Ambassador's office. He made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Are there any missions?
Things to take care of.
Come see me when you're ready to do this.
Are there any other Citadel things I can still do? Wise. Okay. Oh, that one's done. Oh, I still need to talk to the CSEC officer in the Presidium. See if he's spawned in, because before he hadn't, for whatever reason, he wasn't spawning in. Go do that before we get to this point of no return.
Countermeasure deployed.
I put my gun away. Am I glitched here? No. Oh, there we go. We want to go to the embassy? Oh no, consort chambers is where he was. Oh, it's Ward's access. Well, alright, well, let's run over there. Fast travel. For some reason I thought it was over the consort chambers. So we had tried to claim this mission before, after having talked the jellyfish into leaving. But the CSEC guy wasn't on there for us to talk to. And it still seems like he's not here. Unless he's below the area? Button. Let's try now. Nope, that's... Let's see, so... Tell the CSEC officer the Presidium. Okay, so there's a known bug for it. Okay. It says if you talk to the officer first, then you talk to the Hanar and have him leave peacefully, officer will not initiate. The reward, and you have to talk to him yourself. If you do not, he disappears and the assignment cannot be completed. All right, well, fuck my life then. Somebody set us up the bomb. Inhabitants of the planet you nuked. For sure. How's it going, McGee? I mean, to be fair, it was everyone on the planet was basically brainwashed, so kind of did them a favor. All right, so the fan. Right, one. All right. So there's a couple other missions we can do at the Citadel before we get to the point of no turn.
After the Thresher Mold. By on
Personal history. Was Earthborn, so I need to go to chores again. That's down at the wards, right? So...
A research station on Noveria has reportedly been destroyed. The exact cause is currently unknown. Given the research conducted on Noveria, many are blaming the destruction on an experiment gone awry. Administrator Anoleus currently faces criminal charges as a result of the disaster, although the nature of the charges remains unclear.
Would have thought that they would have fixed a bug in a game, you know, such a significant bug in a game. Been out for, 14 years.
between the Alliance and the Solarian Republic have finally concluded. Solarians praised...
Can I skip this? Oh, just skip the audio. What are you up to today, McGee? You get to Gentlemen's Club, because we are gentlemen here. And that's the guy we need to talk. Before we do that, have our grinder. Oop. Just finished work. Took Loki out for some outdoors time. I'm assuming the it's still bright as fuck for you there, as it is for me at after 8 o'clock.
They told me it was you, but I didn't believe it. Shepard grew up and turned into a soldier.
Have we met?
Name's Finch. You probably don't remember me, but we ran together in the 10th Street Reds. Maybe you don't remember it yourself, running in a gang. None of the vids mention it when they're talking about you.
My history's a matter of public record. I got nothing to hide.
Really? What if someone gave an interview talking about Commander Shepard's history in the gangs? We're not trying to cause you trouble, Shepard. We just want a favor, for old time's sake. One of the Reds, Kurt Wiseman, got picked up by Turians. We'd like you to talk to the Turian guard in the bar and get Kurt out.
Rained, which is good because you have the driest May in 100 years. We are pretty much in a drought here as well. Why was he arrested?
What was this guy arrested for?
Some stupid minor offense. Maybe he had a little red sand. You know how the Turians are.
Drugs,
They declared
okay.
him a problem, and they're shipping him back for a trial.
What was one of the 10th Street Reds doing in Turian space?
Since your days, the Reds have expanded. We do some salvage, a little shipping here and there, that kind of thing.
You're not asking me to break Wiseman out of jail, are you?
Of course not. But word has it you've got some pull with the aliens. All we're asking you to do is pull a little for us.
All right, man, do your thing. I'm not gonna help you with a drug dealer or whatever.
My gang days are over, Finch. Get out of my way.
Suit yourself, Shepard. If you change your mind, he's over in Cora's den. Take care of this, and you'll never see me again. And Shepard, you might not run with the Reds anymore, but you really don't want us as your enemies.
Can I, like, split his throat or some shit? Because that'd be cool. Don't threaten me. When he makes me bleed my own blood.
Can I help you?
A human named Finch wanted me to use my authority as a Spectre to free Kurt Wiseman.
The xenophobe? I should have known he'd have friends. Thank you for the information. We'll increase the guard in his cell.
I knew you'd rat us out, Shepard. Now it's payback time. When we're through telling our story, the aliens will all know what the first human Spectre really is.
My bio is public record. Everyone knows I ran with gangs as a kid.
They don't know that the Reds target aliens specifically. We've got the backers to handle off-world missions. Your alien friends won't like you so much when they hear what your gang did.
No, they won't.
Impressive. Perhaps the first human Spectre will not be a disappointment after all. Goodbye, Spectre.
I'm a motherfucking renegade. Oh. I was listening to the Blueprint Jay-Z album that came out almost 20 years ago. And Jay-Z and Eminem on the song Renegade is fucking awesome. Oh, okay. We need to go to the market.
Hey, Commander Shepard, it's me. There are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And your grace and skill have inspired a whole legion of admirers, too.
All right.
Hey, could I get your picture?
Sure. No problem.
You gonna be playing pocket pool with
Just
himself
hold up your
later?
gun. Perfect. Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
All right, weirdo.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Okay, Volus. Okay.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
All right. Some better armor, I think, for. None of these have any kind of. Right, so this apparently this guy doesn't have anything better than what I currently have. He's a loser. Stock is weak, terrible. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because the easy way to grind out the achievement, apparently, or using certain powers without having done that for your own character build. You can have your other characters do it.
ECM is hot.
So we need to go to the whatchamacallit, concert chambers. Oh wait, wrong one. Need to go to the embassies. Embassy suites. Alan. We're looking for Nasana. Where's I saw the name pop up. That's Nasana. Okay.
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
Oh,
How'd you find out who was behind the ransom?
I have resources. Contacts and credits can go a long way, especially if you're willing to bend the rules. I already broke the law when I paid the ransom. This couldn't make things any worse.
Alright, so I have to go off.
Anything you can tell me about the mercs who have your sister?
Pretty much what you'd expect. Rough, dangerous, and well-armed. Nothing a Spectre cannot handle, though.
I have to go.
Come back and see me when the job is...
So we need to, let's see. Okay, so we'll need to go in that stuff. Okay. Well, I doubt we're going to be able to turn stuff in, but we could at least do it maybe, just in case. So we'll need to get to our ship. And, that will allow us to escape and then be able to travel to other planets. Oh, did I break it completely? There we go. CSEC. And back to our ship.
Now that you have experienced a Spectre's life firsthand, Garrus, do you regret leaving your security position?
Fighting a rogue Spectre with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way? I'd say that beats CSEC.
I am unsure how the imminent destruction of all organic life beats anything, but your enthusiasm is comforting nonetheless.
Do that there, just want to no return kind of situation.
Sorry, Commander. The Normandy's locked down. Ambassador Udina gave the order. Sorry, Commander. The Normandy's locked down.
Oh, duh, I have to go and talk to, what's his face? Anderson. Tell him, yeah, let's do this, bro.
Having
Ask me.
increases in Citadel traffic endangered our safety, Emily Wong offers an inside look at the dangerous world of space traffic control.
Alright, so we need to go to Flux.
you ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
It does look so much more like Tony Todd than Keith David. Keeps throwing me off.
After years of poor economic performance, Exogeny has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for Exogeny. Exogeny stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
All right.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Anderson, what are you doing here?
Oh, please tell me you punch him out. Oh, fuck yeah.
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
Oh, that was it? I thought there was gonna be like some big ass cutscene. Well, let's see what we can do here. Alright, so we've got a lot of missions we can do. Which will help us level up before battle. One of them is the DLC area. Is here, and that gives us an achievement. Doing a certain series of missions. Utopia. An Asgard, alright.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you're in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
I'll take the biotics down, Admiral, and I'll try to limit the casualties.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth Fleet out.
So we need to go to the asteroid. Wait, I go to... Okay, so I need a... Okay. Are we gonna blow up the asteroid like movie Armageddon?
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid
transmission. You hear me? Haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
All right, so let's boost those. And for her, we need to do I guess that'll just level up her other parts. Oh, and it would probably help if I looked at the map. Transmission tower, okay. Who would put these giant engines on an asteroid to blow up a ship? Other than, you know, villains. Not blow up a ship, blow up a planet. Yes, I'm bringing down the sky, Chris. Because I know there's an achievement related to this. I believe it's the only DLC related achievement in the game for Mass Effect 1. I was poking around last night to see what I would want to get done. You know, before I get started, you know, of the end game. All right. Okay, so the transmission tower. Chris, did you decide what you wanted to use for your watch party claim? Mostly a troll, but you'll still pick something? Okay. No, I know Andy said he did it for the meme.
I'm on my way.
But I boosted the claim a bit more once I found out that some of you guys had over 100,000 channel points. I was like, oh. I would probably want to make sure that I raised it. So 3 of you got in easy. Okay, and right. Fusion torch, survey station. All right, well, let's just take this map first. Wait. I mean, I guess we'll just go closest, farthest. Oh, I don't want to return the Normandy. I just wanted to set the waypoint. There we go. That expert driving. All right, so that guy's been killed. That doesn't look good.
Tarians.
Check! Check!
Let's use that. Oh, that just one-shot their dogs? Their dog monsters or whatever? Oh, shit. Shield boost, please. Let's use... Oh, the dog. Oh, the dogs were not dead. They were just unconscious and then show up. All right. Barrier, please.
Catching you up.
All right. anything useful here, or is it just that decoration? I'm assuming there's shutdown for the engine in there. Well, nothing useful there.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I've
gotta go. Good luck.
All right. One thing that's annoying is that you can't jump, so like you have to go down the stairs. You can't just, drop down the level. Maybe they changed that in the other games. I'm not sure.
Hey.
Whoa, all right.
God. I didn't mean to. Are you hurt?
My shields took the hit. No damage done. I'm with the Alliance. Commander Shepard.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive? She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
You better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
All right. So we have to get to the next location, and it's booby trap. So, that's good, I guess. Let's save. Just been a while, and because we don't want to, get blown up here. Right, that was the fusion reactor.
Moving out.
Okay. I hope the music isn't DMCA'd. Okay, okay, I see where the blasting caps are.
Hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing what you're doing.
I'm assuming those are the blasting caps there. Alright, we're gonna have to take out the turrets. Where are you? Okay. Right. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that we were that bad. Was that okay? That's cooldown for bears. I guess in between the all the Omnigel usage. Right, close enough. Right, and now we have to very, very careful. And not set off blasting caps. If I go directly between them, A little too close, man. You too close. Kind of like a, what is it, Minesweeper? Without all the little... Okay. You mean a guy ran into it? Well, I guess those Batarians needed a couple more holes in their faces. Okay. Save over that. And I just missed an achievement? You're fucking with me, I know that. Look at this memer. Good now. I had some kids trying to meme on me earlier. Right, is there a way to... Okay, so that's hacked. I don't have to worry about it. Alright, headshot. What game are you working on tonight, Chris? Assuming Mass Effect 2? In Mass Effect DOS, not Mass Effect as well. Okay, that's hacked. down. I know. Okay, she hacked it without me even doing it. AI hacking is recharging. Oh. All right. Now we should be able to shut this down without more enemies.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You've really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Alright, well. Oop.
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again.
They just killed her brother.
Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
All right. That away and oh, wrong button. Okay, so now the proximity mine blasting caps are shut down. Our car is over this way. Wonder if you took longer than 4 hours to beat this mission, if the asteroid would actually crash into Earth, into planet. Or Nova, whatever it's called. Got points. Let's throw them into Shock Trooper and Vector Training. Okay, then we can max out that. And then hacking, I'm sure this... Okay, and it drops recharge time by, a quarter. I think an asteroid would suffice. I want to see what she looks like without her helmet on. But I know she takes off her helmet, she dies because she can't breathe our air. It's a dilemma. Would be crazier than a nuke. I think an asteroid would suffice. What about drilling a hole on an asteroid, putting a nuke inside of it, and then blowing up the nuke? I think that would be so fascinating that I wouldn't want to close my eyes, wouldn't want to fall asleep, because I miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing. I hate myself for making that joke. Exactly, Armageddon. I was gonna look at the map. I got too distracted by being an idiot. The last one, Fusion Torch. Most realistic movie of all time. Back when Michael Bay made good movies. You know which movie I've been wanting to rewatch for the longest time, and I should just probably buy the Blu-ray? Is The Rock. With Sean Connery and Nick Cage, and Ed Harris. The movie is so batshit insane. Right, I'm sure the turret's gonna pop up here. Old Nick Cage is so good. I'm trying to think, the last Nicolas Cage movie I saw, or most recent Nicolas Cage movie I saw, probably Mandy, which, if you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. But definitely don't watch it if you're drunk or under influence of drugs. That movie is something else. I never saw Next. And I'm not even sure that I've seen National Treasure all the way through. I think I saw some of it on a plane. Okay, Next is the one with Jessica Biel. There was one that was called Next, and there's one that was called Knowing, right? And there's like all those straight to video ones that he did to make up for the fact that he owed a lot of money in taxes to the U.S. government. Unlike Wesley Snipes, he decided not to run. Which I still need to watch Coming to America, because Wesley Snipes is in that with Eddie Murphy. All right. Space dogs. Let's use throw. I know the kill achievements were having trouble tracking between games. Did you ever get that fixed, Chris? You need to be the one. It can't be. It needs to be Shepard. It can't be one of your teammates getting the kill shot. No, you didn't get it fixed? Alright. I'm just hoping that that one glitched Citadel mission isn't gonna screw me on the complete or play the majority of the game thing. Achievement. No real fix, just ways to grind. Okay. Okay, so it's going from 1 to 2, it'll reset? Okay. Understood. So if I want to grind kills, just load up an older save and just do that. There's a particularly good area on an unexplored planet in ME1. I don't think you've been there yet. Is it the one with the monkeys? If it's the one with the monkeys, I've been there. And I heard that the monkey one was the place to grind stuff out. And that was, I found that out way after I got past there. Alright, so, it's less damage protection, but more shields. I don't know how good of a trade-off that is. Any of your old saves prior to visiting the planet should be fine if you wanted boosted air. Okay. Won't worry too much about it. No. Good. One's not. That's a lot of Omnigel. Alright, not get it. Oh, alright. Oh. Alright, but really bad trade-off there on the, that's much better. Okay. Save. Yeah, it is pretty quick if I wanted to start a new game and grind it out. Not too worried about it. Alright, and I'm sure this is going to lead to them swarming the building below.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed. Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are going to die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. I can't change that.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Bollock. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Bollock's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises. For both our sakes.
Bollock will get what's coming to him. And so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Bollock's holed up in the main facility.
We were able to resolve a situation without violence.
Mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
Alright, so let's go save the engineers. So we want to go to this general vicinity. No, I don't want to go to the Normandy. There we go. Are you trying to go for the completion on this, Chris, or were you gonna play through all 3 games in the remastered format and move on with your life? AI hacking. We want to use this. Definitely going for the 2.915K. Such a weird number. Oh, hello. Almost dying. Barrier.
Good as new.
Area secured.
Wait for a fixer. Oh, because it doesn't track between the 3 games. Right, so they lead off to the east. I'm assuming that the 2915 has to do with setting the next game in that year. That's what I thought. It was like, oh, is it hint at Mass Effect 4 or 5 technically, because Andromeda was 4. I'm going to the east here. Oh, is that? Or is that the facility I just came from? I should have just gotten in the stupid car. That's your theory? Okay. When I saw the number and thought of that, I had not had like zero knowledge of the franchise. Other than, you know, the little teeny tiny bits I've played. And that was hundreds of thousands of gamer score ago. Oh. Oh, it's just, I was looking for like a building, not a person. Corpse. Alright, and then where's the other survey station? Have to go down there and then there, I'm assuming. Alright, let's set that. I'll probably break even if I were to go back to the Normandy and then land again. Who knows with the loading power of the Xbox Series X and its ability to power my dreams. They've completely removed the driving from the second and third games, right? Based on how much people hated it in the first one. Oh, what's your story, Morning Glory? Let's feel good feeling. What did it say here? Central Trent. Oh, that's the one where we already did that one. All right, and then go thing there apparently. Shame they don't have music in the vehicle section. You just have to listen to the splooging of boost nitrous or whatever the technical term is.
Warning. Approaching operational boundary limits.
All right, that's not good. If you're a tech person, can you like auto hack those or? Body of Seaheims. All right. Was his name Chimes?
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Yep. So that complete our okay. We finished that. And now let's have to head to the main facility for the boss fight with Allsack or whatever that dude's name is. The gorgeous skybox though. Actually, photo mode. How am I supposed to make this? Want blur. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. All right, very nice. How do I? Okay, close. All right. Enough. Enough art. Still wouldn't say it's as pretty as the moon in Destiny 2. That had some really gorgeous art design. That was like the one good thing Shadowkeep had going for it, was the artistic direction of the game. Okay, getting into danger zone here. We Alright, we're losing shield, so that one's already busted. Don't try to trick me, game. And I believe that's all the turrets. Alright. Can we, let's see, guy hacking.
Death before surrender!
Oh, apparently not. How long does it take to recharge? Okay, it's almost done. Alright, well, they're just gonna blow it up rather than allow me to hack it towards that achievement. Was it out of range to do that? All right. Oh, they're flank. Okay, so I'm gonna need to flip around here. Barrier. Throw. All right. Oh, he's disabled my sniper rifle? Alright. Alright, so if I can get closer, I could probably have Ollie hack it. Okay. There we go. Excuse me, sir, we hacked you. You're supposed to fight for us. Gun with legs trying to murder us. Should have bought a cactus. Can we hack you as well?
All patched up.
Shield boost. All right. Where's big dude? Oh, we can't save probably because we're about to go into a fight. Were we able to go into here? Sure where the little red guy on the radar is, but
Die, human!
all right.
You human.
Shoved him through the wall.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the council.
I don't answer to the council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
And how does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen. That's why we attacked you at Elysium. That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
You attacked us first. When we retaliated, you ran off to the council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid. You got no one to blame but yourselves.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
I want to save the hostages because...
You can go.
Who I am.
But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Oh, fuck.
All targets down.
Okay. Where's the bomb? Bomb upstairs here? You know what? They can fight, and I will disarm bombs. A few more. The other one down the stairs. Courier? I'm assuming I run faster without the without gun out. Alright, and where's the last? Stupid me running in between the explosives. Right.
You left. Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were gonna stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make.
I'm hoping maybe he'll pop up in the second or third game since I let him go.
Somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical, but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Miss Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not gonna sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow and the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours, I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? Take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
All right. Oh, okay. That's a relief then that just popped.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us.
Do you want me to not let him go and
let us die.
let you die?
Sacrifice the few.
Oh, okay.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
Your brother was the one Balak killed?
Yes. Aaron. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Let's save since we finished off that DLC. Well, what was DLC, I guess, in the original game. 60. And it wasn't an exclusive, right? It was also on PS3? I don't know why, for some reason, my brain was like exclusive. How do we get out of here? Exclusives, yeah. Back when Xbox had exclusives. Oh, I didn't know if this was, if the original Mass Effect was an exclusive to the 360. Return to Normandy. All right. We've got a whole ton of side quests to do. I don't need to do them for achievement options, but I am curious about them. Wasn't exclusive on the 360? Okay. Alright, that one's like it's gonna be difficult. Alright. Hades Gamma. Aeronauta. Hades. Okay. Actually, there was one in, there was something in Argos, right? Two and three weren't, so some visual novel thing which recounted the events of me1 and you made the key decisions along the way. That's what they did for The Witcher 3. If you hadn't played Witcher 2, they gave you like an interview kind of thing, let you choose your stuff. Right. One that was in Argos. Bro. Okay, Hydra system in the Argos Road cluster and investigate. Okay, so at least it's not, hey, land on all these planets here, Chief.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call. The Sacred Angel medical transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. An emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
I'm not sure if this is a mission, but it is one. It's some kind of mission. So, oop, no, I don't. Sorry, Caden. So it's a toxic area, so let's... My armor upgrades. Have any better toxic? No. All right. Alright, oh, and we got the Omni tool, right? The Omni tool. Oh, that's the biotic amp, it's not the Omni. Was the Omni tool only for my tech people? Okay, oh, okay. Oh, alright, that's really good. Alright. Okay, that changes everything. Let's give her that one. That one. Then for her armor, toxin resistance, all right. And we want to make sure he has toxic protection as well. Alright, that's better than what he had. Give him for guns. the shotgun, you really don't need accuracy. And he's the okay, he already had that one. Okay. That's a very good ad. So is that. Let's go with the. All right. All right, I think I'm as good as I can get here. All right. Map. We are right there. Anomaly, debris. Let's head to the transponder because that's probably where the action is. And of course, there's materials that we can pick up. Because humans, as always, are going to take whatever resources they can from a planet and
Looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
Careful, Shepard. I've got a bad feeling about this.
I mean, of course it's gonna be a trap. Good thing I didn't get out of my tank. Right? Went flying. Is there anything I can loot from this, or it's just okay? It was all just an elaborate ruse. Attempt to trick me. Alright, so let's go to the debris and then we'll go to the anomaly. No. I don't know why my brain defaults to the X button for waypoint stuff. funny how we get hardwired by certain games to something like Destiny for the map. Like I constantly, if I want the map in a game, I'll back button. And I haven't played Destiny in over a year, so I don't know why it's still ingrained in my skull. Okay. Right, can't do that. And then we want to go to that. I was just trying to be stubborn and go up that way. All right.
Let's get moving.
I'm trying to move here, Rex, but I'm stuck, and now I glitched into the.
No sense standing around.
Game, why do you do this? Oh, save. How long? Great. I'm stuck because otherwise I'm gonna die, and it's just gonna reload me back there. Cool, awesome. Yes, yeah, we'll just go with that one. I hate that level geometry doesn't get, you know, buffed out or whatever it is. All right, so that takes us all the way, from when we first landed here. Cool. All right, that was the mission was okay. Alright, landed on it. Alright, and we're going to act surprised here, as it's an ambush. Oh look, it's a trap. I never would have expected that. So I'm assuming that clears one of the missions or assignments. So I have to physically go to the thing and... Alright. What would be nice for this kind of mini-map, instead of having to go back to the deal with the menus, is if it had the item like in that direction, where the arrow is there, but it had the icon for whatever the thing was. Kind of like how they do it in Witcher. And alright, let's do this now without having it glitch. Just in case, because I'm paranoid. Save. As Kurt Cobain said, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you. The note to self, just look at the body, claim, you know, the dog tag or whatever from the body, and then move on with your life. Don't worry about anything else. Don't overcomplicate it. And we're gonna back to the ship. Then what else is in this vicinity? So we've got Netgo's and rum. Okay. Okay. Alright, and I believe that's already surveyed. It was a gas giant or something. Alright. Let's check out. Right, so what's on this planet? We are right here. Go to the hidden structure, see what that's all about. Before we do that, let's save over that. We want to save the next save for something very special. Sure. This is a lot like we fought all the Batarians. Functioning object. What is it? My soul? How many people do you think have named their kids Liara or Alizora after the characters in this game? Not a literally nothing to do in here. A waste of my time. Oh, there's still stuff to do on Pharos? Okay. Oh, I wasn't able to turn those in because of the people there. Were taken over by the plant monster. Brain control. Really wish the hidden structure thing didn't show up as the mission logo, though. Oh, wait. I've already... How was I already here? I have no memory of coming to this planet. Unless I've been playing this in my sleep. Or, you know, like after I took Xanax and I don't remember things. Imagine how much gamer score you could get if you were like sleep gaming. Okay. I remember the little pyramid here. It's so weird. Yeah, I don't game when I sleep. I have weird dreams that involve sometimes what I'm listening, like the podcast I'm listening to as as I was falling asleep, like will bleed over into my dream. Yeah, I know, I'm not even a real gamer. This where's oh yeah, it's up in the corner now. Yeah, look at 363,655 gamer score. I'm not a real gamer at all. I'm a fraud. I'm a sham. All right. Let's go back to the Normandy, and I can't believe I remember going to that stupid planet. Okay. Alright, so we're done with Argos Row. Oh, Hades Gamma. There was stuff to do in Hades Gamma, right? Oh, fair not. I remember that from one of the mission things. Yep, new. All right. I guess they're just putting letters together here. Oh, MSV Ontario. They named it after your province. All right. Rex and Tolly, because that's the most balanced group. Balance is good. All right, we're close to leveling up. Close-ish. You know what? That... Good, like, stealth stuff here. Or, you know, you just sneak around. Shotgun. Oh, it's the biotic terrorists. Let's...
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
Is there a way to, like, protect yourself from the biotics, or... Like, can you get antibiotics? Armor or something? No, you guys are gonna unsub now. And I honestly don't blame you. What do I need to defuse?
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade? Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all gonna regret.
You're
Why
banning
not?
yourself.
What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for. But I've changed my mind.
Dude, you're white. You don't need reparations.
It's clear that you all deserve... You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request. What, we're supposed to trust you? Sure, you promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate. If I'd known, the reparations will come. For whatever it's worth, I promise that. You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender. Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
A 5th Fleet cruiser will be by shortly to pick you and the prisoners up.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me.
All right. All we need to do here. Anything else on this ship that we can loot? Right. There. Rat and maze here. How do I... Okay, here we go. Okay, that's where I entered, what I looted, and done. Let's look at the rest of the
Message
stuff
coming
in
in.
this. Oh,
Patching it through.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage
Okay.
situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
okay. So I believe we've got everything from this system now. Double checking. Erngor. At least it's this is helping us with our collecting all the different elements and stuff. Oh, before we land here, is there any other? Nope, that's the last one. Oh no. All right. Chloe, but Choey. Oh, I'm assuming that's for landing on 8 uncharted worlds. Let's go to that one first. So my goal is for Saturday, do the Ilos mission, and I don't know how long that's going to take, but I should be done with the game for the playthrough on Sunday, and then Monday we'll do Skyfall, or if we, depending on how long things take, finish once we go to the point of no return. Might do a movie a weekend, but I'm also gonna be absolutely wrecked on Monday, so a movie would probably be Yes. Then too. Considering we have that new point system, or sorry, not point system, the channel points reward that you guys have been spammed yesterday. Got plenty of things we can watch. All right, and then from here south, go to the science base. All right. Oh, let's hope this doesn't go terribly, terribly wrong. Oh, okay. So this is the one where the we've drugged the hostages and are making them attack us. Let's save because I don't want to accidentally murder somebody. Sledgehammer rounds. Shout out to Peter Gabriel. I'm not going to talk to the insane guy. Do enough of that at work on a regular basis. Shield boost. And barrier. Oh, he doesn't have singularity. I think that's...
I will destroy you!
Oops, researchers, all the researchers, they didn't do anything. I wasn't shooting them. Were my people shooting them? Oh, okay, civilian losses were tolerable. Oh, that's... Yikes. That's never something you want to hear. That number of civilian casualties were tolerable. Got over 200,000 channel points. McGee, you're here like every single stream, and I fucking love you for it. So you deserve. Oh, you deserve all of the things that you claim. And because you'd be choosing them, that means that the Amazon Prime things will be, hopefully, things that are available in Canada. I know we have a lot of lurkers. Well, not a lot, but we have several people who lurk, don't chat, and just know that I greatly appreciate you as well. You're always welcome to redeem your channel points to choose something you want to watch, stream. All right, that guy's still alive. Oh, did I say I have too much stuff? Equipment. 253. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I know, and knowing is half the battle. Right. I'm good on money, so I'm good. I can just mantle stuff into Omnigel, really. Well, that's the one I currently have. That's really good. Okay, keep that. I'm fine with having duplicates that are good. That's not bad. Equalizer. Well, if it was the unequalizer, I would definitely not trash it. Right, Stilettos are good with heat sink capacity, so I'm going to hold on to those, even if they're lower damage. That means you can at least get more shots in before it overheats. I'm sure more than anything, what is filling up my inventory is mods and stuff. I already these so go to upgrades. Right, level. Okay, yeah, that's totally the grades that are slowing things down or picking up a lot of inventory. All right, and then armor upgrades. Do the same thing. You know, let's just anything level 3 and lower. Fine, crashing. All right, so let's that. Oh, I just realized now I can't go back at all. I want to try that again and save people who went insane. Oh well. All right. Let's I believe the French word is skedaddle. Could be wrong. All right, and then what it was. All right, debris. Went to the salvage camp already. Now we can check this out. Resources ahead of us here. All right, what's debris? Is it going to be another trap? Is it going to be... Fuck! All right, me and my stupid mouth. Goddamn Thresher Maw. It's got his little tentacles out. Okay. Gave us 69,000 health. Or sorry, XP. Nice. Alright, leveled up. I want to put it into vector training here. Oh wow, I'm like completely maxed out Paragon, it looks like. That there's anything wrong with being a good person. And then tally. Just put it into hacking since we're going to need to. That's good for everything there. Yeah. All right. Good with that. Oh, okay. Okay. For some reason, I thought the investigate things were had to do with something else entirely. How are we doing on the? Right. What do you think, McGee? Should I do some of this stuff off? Do you know? Just exploring all the places off stream, and going from system to systems, kind of boring, I'm sure, to watch.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Good work, Commander. You took down the biotics with minimal collateral damage.
I killed innocent people today, Admiral. The biotics set it up, but I pulled the trigger.
The biotics had every advantage, including human shields. You lost a handful of civilians. Any other unit I sent in would have lost dozens of innocent lives.
All right, well,
You
that's
saved a lot of lives.
kind of reassuring.
Today, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Right. Okay. Okay, so I think what I'll do from now on should do what the heart desires. Chris, I know you've been enjoying me watching me experience this game. I'm glad you're getting enjoyment out of it. I'm not going to do 2 and 3 right after. I was thinking I'd do the Sinking City, which is a H.P. Lovecraft inspired game. But then I realized, you know what? I should save that for Halloween. Or October, when we were doing spooky games. Alright, we can land there, so let's come back. I think if I were to do 2 and 3, I would wait until the progression stuff gets fixed. I mean, I don't know how focused BioWare would be on making those fixes because, you know, especially how they scrapped making any changes to, you know, making any repairs on Anthem. Right, so it was, what else was that? No. Short-term memory is so trash. You guys are too much. All right. Debris, anomaly, search base. All right, let's sector by sector here. I wonder how much of Anthem was BioWare's fault and how much was EA's fault. I have a feeling it was more EA wanting to hit the release date with, you know, to please their investors. You know, the same kind of situation that happened with Cyberpunk. You know, the money people are, you know, unfortunately make a lot of decisions in the creative industry. Oh, fuck, really? Are these things just on every planet now? I'm able to get more DPS in before it goes to the tentacle porn phase. Okay, why is it not shooting? Okay. I don't know what happened there. I think with something that disastrous, many people are at fault, yeah. But at the same time, it's not fair for crunch to happen for the developers. And that I honestly think that's more than anything why they need a union, is to keep crunch from happening and to keep blame from being dumped solely on this studio rather than on the publisher. And of course, obviously, you've got the dipshits online who send death threats to devs when a highly anticipated game is delayed. But some people you just can't reach because they are so caught in an echo chamber of stupidity and hatred. Okay. I think after this planet I might call it, just because it's going for about 4 hours and I'm getting annoyed, and I don't want to keep going if I'm super annoyed, because I otherwise have been really enjoying this game. So if I get out here, save, and then obviously you get a lot of XP from killing this stupid thing. I do want to level up so I can be in a good position for the end game. So whatever I do, I just can't get like right on top of it. it gave me a lot of money, not XP. I mean, 1,700 experience. And we should probably save too. Here we just...
It's deserted.
For sure.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Could be answers at the excavation site.
And then the excavation site is... I mean, that thing right here. I have a feeling this is going to be a combat section that's similar to how the monkey, Space Monkey Planet was. Maybe we could keep this as a grinding save. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely,
Must have unearthed some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Whatever they found, it's long gone now.
Alright, well, that is, we'll keep 68. They're grinding, the grinding save, so I can go back later. Obviously, I'm not going to grind kills and stream, because that would be boring as fuck. There anything useful here? Kind of looked like a big rock thing that I'd be able to salvage. Oh, this is where they were digging up stuff that warped their brains. Alright, well. That was, went nowhere. Oh, alright. There's... solid chance you can get the 2,000 kills just from ME2? Okay.
Here it comes.
Alright. Well, that explains that mission. Pretty close at the very least. Okay. Sludge canister. Am I allowed to show that on stream? Alright. No, at least ME2 has achievement trackers built into it, right? So you can, like, check on the menu, like, what your, total is. And then what else do we still have here? The debris and then the anomaly. Either the main menu or the captain's quarters on the ship. Okay. So let's make a new save. 69 is because we need 68 for the grinding. Right, off-roading. Alright, I see there's an enemy somewhere. It's another Thresher Maw, I'm not going to be happy. Right? Oh. I can't have my tech person. Chris, you might be able to. So if I had somebody with like who had maxed out tech skills, would they be able to salvage, or do I need to be at the right level? At 10-20 kills with lots to do still. Most of yours disappeared, switching from 1 to 2. Like, say I came here with a different squad and somebody had more technology. Well, no, Callie's like completely maxed out. If I had more tech people on my team, anyone can be, well, aside from Ashley's racist ass because she got blown up. But I mean, like, for the things that say electronic skill too low. Oh, go to her skills. Oh, okay, so this is, if I loaded this stuff up, like the overall electronics, if this was maxed out, then we'd be able to do those things? Okay. So if I just put my next couple points into this, it would allow her to do everything. Okay, can use electronics. Okay, alright, well, now I know. And knowing is half the battle. Nice. Alright, okay. I think I'm good. That's everything. Go back to the ship. I'm just gonna talk to do this because then I can talk to the fleet guy. I think I would assume. I'm just double checking here. Loba. Alright. Alright, so we've been to Caucus, we've been to Aranata. We haven't been to Plutus or Is. I guess we will check Dis out on Saturday. And no, I am not proud of myself for that joke. But let's travel there now. And then check all the thingies here. Survey. And sub forever. I had a good run. Alright, so Lensol is where we want to go. The metallic asteroid? Alright. Grace key. What is the the thinking? Yikes. Graysky, how you doing, man? Did we check this one? Charter? Yeah. What's the metallic asteroid all about? Oh, it's just metal? Alright. So we'll need to go to Lensol, right? Was the place? That's where we'll pick up on next stream. But we made decent progress today. Is this still ME1? Yeah, it is. I'm kind of near the point of no return, so that I'm just trying to clear out side missions and stuff to level up. Was that a Pride Tifa? All right. Let's do an achievement check. So we got that one. Completed the majority of the game. I don't know if that means like 51% of the game. And we did bring down the sky. So not too shabby for 4 hours work. Just save, and we'll remember 68 because I owe you one. Yeah, let's just call it there. So thank you, those of you watching on the YouTube recording. I will catch you guys in the next video. Will be video number 9.